Hi, my name is Paula and you're watching The Green Card Show, a YouTube channel that tells you how to get to America and how to stay there, and what to do in America. And this part is about traveling, because traveling is one of the largest parts of American life. And the most popular destination for Americans is Mexico. Just like Turkey for Europeans, Mexico is super close, it's kind of cheap, and it provides you a lot of services for not too much money. I'm myself an avid traveler. I've been sleeping in places like Bedouin tents and 5-star hotels around the world, in war-torn Syria and in fancy London. I'm not a professional traveler in terms of making it for a living, but I have quite a ton of experience and I'm happy to share my insights on the hotels we stay in. If you're hunting for good deals in USA, you'll most likely get a flight that connects somewhere. In our case it was Denver, Colorado. But that's fine, we love flying, and if connection makes it almost 2 times cheaper, so be it. Also, we literally had no choice of flights. We found this package and it included these flights or none at all. So it was an easy choice. In our lives we traveled quite a number of times to Mexico and stayed in different hotels that are super huge, like Barcelo, Grand Riviera Princess and Bahia Principe, but this time we decided to find some newly built hotel for a different experience. Sensira Resort Spa was the place that had checked for us all the boxes based on online reviews and photos, so we gave it a try. The first thing we liked is that it's just 15 minutes drive from Cancun airport. It's very close and you can go to Cancun anytime. The hotel was opened in 2021, so it's fresh, just several years old. So we decided, okay, this is super cool, it's brand new, it's just built, so it should be super well kept and it should be super well cared for. Usually in the new places, management sincerely wants people to come back over and over again. So all the staff must be really motivated and all the areas must be really well maintained. The second argument in favor of this hotel was the price-quality ratio that we based on online reviews and the travel deal we managed to snatch. A lot of people left 5-star reviews, they praised the beach, the swimming pools, animation and the hotel in general. There were only a few negative reviews, but that's okay for any hotel. It was about $3,700 including tickets for a family of 4 for the whole week of stay in an all-inclusive resort. So that sounded quite nice and we decided to give it a try. Another important feature for me as the father of 2 children is that this hotel has a kids club. The reviews prove that people had their kids happy after staying there. We also saw pictures of this hotel having a zipline that goes over all the swimming pool areas, so our elderly news should have a lot of fun as well. As you can assume, we were going here with an uplifted mood and great expectations. Now we will tell you what we liked and disliked in Sensira Resort Spa. Sensira has some hidden gems, and they are not on the ground floor. Use the elevator to see these areas of the hotel. A full-size basketball court is on the 4th floor, right on the roof. You can play here for free, just book the time slot. Not far from it there is a mini golf course. It's free as well and you need to book the time slot because the schedule fills in pretty quickly every day. And a tennis court, also on the roof. It's super popular. Never thought that this many guests fly somewhere to play tennis, but they do. And this area is the most unique one. These cubes are remote work zones you can book to actually work, with a gorgeous view and zero disturbance from anyone. Nice, isn't it? Sensira has a pretty wise approach to ventilating its corridors and common areas. They did not close off these spaces, so the wind from the sea goes all the way through the building, and it's never hot inside, and you enjoy going to and from your room any time of the day. Another wise thing that I will know later as well is that almost all the rooms have somewhat of a sea view. You can get to a floor either by stairs or in an elevator, which is closer to the entrance part of the building. We use stairs 90% of the time to get to the pools and the beach. If you want to walk more, ask for a room closer to the beach, and you will have to cover long distances every time you go to dine or to see a show. If you want less walking, ask for a room closer to the main building. Sensira also has a convention center, so it can serve as a venue for corporate getaways with all the boring presentations that go along with this. A little downside of the open corridor concept is that birds eat any food left outside, but I will note about this in the issues section. It's not a big thing, but it does exist and needs fixing for sure. The rooms are spacious enough, light and modern, but whoever designed the transparent shower room to check in families is a weird person. The wooden slat wall can be extended to kind of hide you from the bedroom area, but it's semi-transparent as well. Having this transparent shower can play a trick with you when you order in-room dining. Whoever enters with a card, or if your family returns from the beach, They can clearly see you taking a shower. It's kind of stupid design-wise. The other extremely stupid decision is that these two hooks are the only hooks anywhere in the room. So you hang towels, bathrobes, whatever else inside of a shower. It makes me think that the designer has never used showers in their life and doesn't know what humidity is and what sanity is. But let's switch to the views. As I've just said, almost every room has a sea view and it's a brilliant decision. The Caribbean Sea is the #1 swimming area here. The beach sand there is really good. The sea is not as clear because of tons of seaweed, but warm and nice to swim in. There is enough lounges for all, but you'll have to fight for sunbeds with these curtains. A huge con the hotel had during our stay is that they put trash containers right next to where the guests had their fun time. It's so stupid that I don't know why would anyone do that at all. Anyway, the beach is an immensely important part of this hotel, and this is why. Sensira is super small compared to monster-sized competitors in the area, so you don't have anywhere to walk or jog to even if you want to. That's why the beach is your only route for everyday hiking. There is a closed hotel to the left from Sensira and a pretty open Margaritaville one to the right. Their beach and sea are better cleaned and kept than Sensira's, so you might want to swim there from time to time. There are a lot of seagulls, pelicans and other birds, so you can enjoy looking at them, or you can sunbathe and feed the birds that fly right above you. It's fun as well. The main door that leads to the yard/pool area is in the lobby right behind the round bar. And the first water fun you'll see is this nice kiddie pool with slides and water guns. The water here is shallow, and that's good because it heats way faster than in any other pool. This is the upper deck pool right next to the kids pool. It looks as if an infinity one, and it has this nice bridge-like spot with a glass on the floor and a waterfall that goes into the middle pool. See, they even have a glass tunnel between the upper and the middle pool. From here you can see people swimming in the larger pool on the left and the lower deck entertainment area through the waterfall. That's awesome. The middle pool is a good place to hang out because it has more shade during the day. This is the lower deck infinity pool. It's right next to the beach, and here you have a swimming bar on the right. A nice touch here is that some of the lounges stand right in the water. Of course, like in almost any hotel, animators work here to make you move and have fun. What I liked in this area is that the hotel hired a DJ with a saxophone player, and they played some really good music. The hotel has an adult-only area on the right, with its own pool with a jacuzzi. This place also has a lot of sunbeds with curtains, so if all of them are taken on the beach, go here. At nighttime, balconies can have this blue light on, but many rooms have them broken already. In general, it's really nice to hang out here till late at night. This barely visible rope that leads to that far side of the building is the zipline. You can go there and slide down screaming or not. To ride it, you sign a waiver, of course. Get this harness, a helmet, and a team member helps you to prepare to zipline. It's not super speedy, not dangerous at all, so even if you're afraid of heights or ziplines in general, you'll enjoy this one. If you plan simply to roast in the sun, be prepared to hear this whiz sound during the day above your head. People do love this ride and use it often. Once in a while you'll wake up to the sounds of flutes and war drums and will ask yourself, what is that? Well, that's a really amazing show a local group of actors makes, giving you the chance to peek at the Mayan culture. Of course it's an act, but I genuinely love to see something from native culture everywhere I go. be it Africa or Mexico or Europe. These are always the best and the most colorful memories. So in Sensira they combine the two. There's a yoga / morning stretching class and this meeting the sunrise or the new day scene. Watch my Bahia Principe video. The same group made a whole theatrical performance that showcased deer hunting and other scenes from the Mayan life. In the pools video I mentioned that Sensira hires a DJ with a saxophone player. This is what it looks like. These guys were really good both music choice wise and energy wise. And without them a day at the pool is more boring. Shows always add extra to your experiences. And talking about experiences, of course Sensira has a theater where something happens every night.
Today, you're gonna witness the impossible. Están listos? Are you ready?
Most of the shows are worth visiting. Their magician's act is very well lit and made. And their Mexican culture night is truly amazing. Not only the showcase of the local dances and dresses makes the night. The local cowboy and skills act really wows the audience, and children in particular. In the lobby next to the round bar there is always something happening in the evening. Be it singing live or playing famous hits on classical music instruments, it's a really nice touch for the end of any day. Kids Club is a multi-level maze that kids love so much. The staff here plays with children and offers a ton of activities. Here's their schedule, you can click pause and read it. And face art days were my son's favorite. A huge door on to the right from the check-in desk in the lobby is an Emoji theme club with table games and very large sports bar kind of venue with pool tables and a huge screen. By the way, this is the place you start ziplining from, so you'll be here often. Don't forget to put on some sneakers or non-flip-flop shoes to zipline.
Hola.
A very nice feature in Sensira is the 24/7 in-room dining option. So if you feel lazy or sick or hungry, do order the meals to your room and enjoy. This is a really useful feature. Now let's talk about meal spots. This is Las Brisas snack bar between the lower deck pool and the adult pool areas. For us it was the best spot to have lunch. They serve hamburgers, fries, squid, burritos and the kind. Always fresh and tasty. And you can grab any cocktail from the bar next to this place. A full bingo card. It has a nice patio area with a sea view. The only sad thing is that this venue is useless when it rains. The main restaurant on the left from the lobby area is called La Pergola, but we called it IKEA because, well, all the furniture here and design choices remind IKEA stores. This place offers a nice variety of dishes: meat, fish, vegetables, fruits, pizzas, desserts and so on. If you are used to staying in large mega hotels, the meals choice will seem a bit small to you, but for the hotel of this size it's okay. I will tell you the issues though in cons/issues part of the video, but in short the hotel tries to save money on food and runs out of it super fast. If this is fixed, La Pergola will be a nice well-kept dining space in a nice hotel. No wows, but no disappointment too. A great thing in Sensira is that the number of a la carte nights is unlimited. You can dine out every night. La Finca De Ana is a nice Mexican/modern cuisine place for this. It has a bold design with red walls and rooster pictures. The serving and presentations of their dishes are superb. By the way, this is the way a fish is served if you don't eat garlic and onion, and this is their standard serving. This is pork belly. Looks and tastes great. Desserts here are beautiful and yummy as well. So in general, it's a great spot if you're into Mexican cuisine. La Tentazione is the Italian spot in Sensira. The menu, as everywhere these days, is digital, so scan a QR code to access it. The interior design is fresh and really nice. Personally, I'd prefer tablecloth on the table though. We didn't stay here till the end because serving was extremely slow, the dishes weren't as tasty, so we never returned here and I wouldn't recommend this place. Rodeo Gril, with one L, is the absolute best place in this hotel. We went here 4 times in a row and tried all of their dishes. Each and every one of them was A+. The design is brutal masculine/industrial, and they even have this rubber bull to ride on. Even the ordinary Caesar salad is served here as a work of art, and tastes great. Their soup and tartar are stunners too. So we came here again and again and again, trying everything they had to offer. And I'd advise you to do the same. It's simply the best place in this hotel. Every single type of steak is cooked perfectly, as well as this octopus. By the way, keep in mind that New York steak is pretty small. Beef Wellington is simply superb and a must-try dish. And dessert, do try them all here. This restaurant is definitely the happy place. Now let's talk about what's wrong in Sensira. The first thing, they surprised us in the worst way possible. The food in La Pergola disappears in about 40 minutes after the dinner starts and they don't renew it. So if you didn't come in the first 30 minutes, you had almost nothing to eat. For an all-inclusive hotel, this is unacceptable. The other thing that always bothers me a lot is the approach when a hotel draws a line and cleans up his space, but 2 feet from their space they just don't care and leave everything as it is. Like, it's my hotel, so I will kind of clean it like this, and that is nobody's land, so I will leave it dirty and smelly, and will let my paying guests to enjoy the view and the smell altogether. No, it should not be like this, not in a 5-star hotel. The left part of the hotel is a bit noisier in general because there is a technical road and trucks like this one can come and go right under your door. So just keep it in mind when you have the chance to select a room. The weird thing is that at some point they just don't have the towels at all. Also, the approach to fixing things is weird. Say if a cheap plastic number or letter fell off, they don't replace it ASAP, but fix it like this. Why? This type of issue is really small and an easy fix, so I hope Sensira will take care of it. Usually minor details give away careless approach. Say grout in the shower room is applied clumsily, and this building is just a couple of years old. The other detail, this shelf must be placed so that when you take a shower, any water drips out of this cavity. But the tile is installed incorrectly, so the shelf collects the water next to the wall. It will result in awful smell, mold, and later water damage. Once again, the most stupid decision I have ever seen is putting the only hooks in the room inside of a shower. This is the ultimately weird decision. The next bad thing is that this hotel has these rainfall kind of showers that are already covered with lime and not all of the nozzles work properly. Also, there's no handheld shower at all in a place where people come from a sandy beach. It shows it was not well thought through during construction. The balcony tiling shows the same level of who cares approach as in the shower room. Plus, on many balconies these blue floor lights are broken already and nobody fixes them. That's sad. What surprised me a lot too was the hotel's choice of toilet fans. These ones are so noisy that when turned on at night they can easily wake up all of your family. And the last thing, minor details again. Whoever installed the security chain did not think at all. As a result, the door gets damaged over and over again and will be damaged more and more every day, giving the entrance the look of a shabby hotel, while it's an easy fix too. So in general, as you can see, most cons are small and can be fixed, and I hope Sensira will fix them. In conclusion, I can honestly say that Sensira Resort Spa is very close to what you see in their official commercial. It's on the screen right now. So it's not a bait and switch like in some larger hotels, when they advertise newly renovated rooms, but check you into the rooms that are 30 years old. No, in this case everything is pretty honest. There are some minor issues like in any other business, but they don't deter me as a traveler from visiting Sensira once more. Of course the price is important here. In July we've seen it as high as $1,000 per night. In such a case, it's not worth it, but if you catch there $300-400 per night, you will see value for money. I personally would not go here for 7, 10 or even 14 days. The hotel is too small for this, but a 4-5 day trip to Sensira is a wise choice. If you enjoyed this hotel tour, subscribe to my channel. We travel all around the world and pretty often.